Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. This is Friday, June 21st is the weekly recap. It goes out to all my subscribers and everybody on my newsletter. If you're interested in learning more about what I do, either hit me up on Twitter at OptionsMike or hit me up on my website. Sign up for my newsletter, real-time option flow, or I also do training and teaching if that's something you're looking for. So here we are today. A little pop here in the markets as we're getting ready to do this. And the week that was, you look at this chart of the SPY, and, after going sideways all last week, pop gap up on Monday, right? Tuesday, sorry, flat Monday, gap up on Tuesday, Wednesday, big move yesterday on Thursday. And here we are today. We're actually not down as much as this looks because the SPY went ex-dividend. We were heated yesterday. We were a little extended. And what this is allowing here is the oscillator to just cool back off, the 8-day to catch up. And this action is pretty much exactly what we needed today. In fact, if you were to look at the SPX, you can see we briefly put a new all-time high in here today. So it's been a very bullish day. That was on some comments by Pence. The markets look great. We have the Fed out of the way. The Fed governors are going to be speaking quite a bit now, but the Fed is out of the way. The G20s next week, I expect to be a bullish run up into that as long as we don't have any further Iran issues. And for the moment, that seems to have calmed down. So this is a good thing. So when you look at this week, the market it was not an easy market to play in. When you look at flow, the flow wasn't the best most of the week. There wasn't tons of stuff out there that was fabulous. Looking for things to find. There's been a ton of flow into Caesar. For those of you, we're in this. We're looking for a buyout here on Caesar. That's right. But there's been a ton of call buying all week and now some put buying here. Things are running hot. News is expected as soon as this weekend. We'll see if that comes out or not. We'll see how that plays. We know they have turned down an offer at 12.15. We know they had an offer at 13 that they turned down a while ago as well. Take that aside. You look around, SPY, some July 205 calls were bought. Apple, some July 205 calls were bought nicely earlier this week. Nice move today. Made a nice little flag here back up, holding in well. This could be a good name to play next week with the look for China news, right? Talks start again. Things look good there. AMD, they bought a ton of the July 26-31 calls a couple days ago. Got that gap up, and it's been selling off. And it had some bad news today. The news out there today was that another one of their affiliates has been put on the United States blacklist, and they won't be able at this point to sell their stuff to them. So a little bit of issues going on there. Interesting. BioMarin's been seeing flow all day. I'm not sure why. Let's just take a look at it real quick. BMRN seeing flow all day. Yeah, it's curling up. Everybody's looking for something here. They've been buying calls on it all day long. The best things today, and we look coming over today and the flow into today, today was more the more interesting days. So there was big flow early in Target. We played Target, right? Played the July 90 calls. I sold a bunch into this pop and sold the rest up here, and I'm out now with a nice little trade on that. And I'll revisit this potentially next week. We'll see how it reacts here. What else did we do today? It was good today. Cisco, they came after on the open. There was some cheap buying in CGC and some JD buying. The other rest of the buying this week was really in the GDX. Lots and lots of long-term call buying on the GDX. Think September and December calls specifically, way out of the money. They really seem to want to get involved with the GDX here. And, they're looking at that as a place to hide. The December 30s and 29s were bought huge. And this seems to be a place they're going to hide here. Names that are acting well, Turley's holding in a pot space. Turley's been acting well the last couple of days, pushing a little bit more today. Just trades very sloppy. And OSTK's back on watch with news, and look at it popping up here again late. Okay, I traded this twice today, made nice money on it. Looking here for the CEO said they have 2 suitors for their retail business, and they're going to go pure blockchain. We'll see if this is actually true or not. We've been hearing this since it was up around 80, and it just keeps selling off from there. Bottom line, we head into next week with the G20. I don't think they're going to sell this market off without news ahead of that, right? They're going to want to be long this market. We know we have Lighthouse meeting with China. They're doing another round of trade talks. I believe we're going to Beijing. Trump's going to Japan for the G20, where he'll sit down with President Xi. And I expect it to be a pretty bullish week. The Fed governors will be speaking. I don't expect them to say anything here that will overly spook the markets. And as long as Iran stays quiet, and the fact that we didn't strike last night, should leave the door open for talks as long as they don't provoke us again. So I hope everybody had a great week trading. Again, if you're interested, my name is Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. If you want to know what I do on a daily basis, I come in every morning. I do a morning setups video where I go over, what's happened overnight, what's been upgraded, what names I like, what I'm looking for the day. Throughout the day, you get all the option flow, news, trades, whatever I think's going on, it's worth it. I'm live for 3 hours a day through a private room where you guys can interact with me and see my screens. At night, I do a recap video, talks about what's going on, what I like for the next day, potentially what I'll be looking at. And every week on Thursday, I do a subscriber mentoring webinar where we talk about things we can't teach during the regular day. If you're interested in trying up, it's $25 for the first 30 days, cancel through PayPal at any time. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you guys all on Monday morning. Good night.